Right before we start our press conference, which is very important, we want to acknowledge a friend of ours from Ameren. Every year, as you know, we do Ameren Volunteer of the Year. We work with Ameren very closely. And one of the guys who've been working with us as a volunteer, whether it be Rise and Shine or this event, or providing counsel, has been a good friend. He passed last year. And if you know about the smart meter, that was his passion. And Jeff was a friend, a personal friend of mine and a personal friend of Heat Up St. Louis and Cool Down St. Louis. A lot of people assume because we're advocates as well as providing utility assistance that we're enemies. No, we're friends. We're all working together for the common good of the residents, of the customers. We may not always agree, but in the end, we always put them first. And Jeff Esterman always put them first and taught us a lot about the inner workings of Ameren. A lot of things that Ameren employees didn't even know when he was talking to us. But it made us a better charity, a better advocate, and a better partner for Heat Up St. Louis. So I am proud to present on behalf of the Board of Directors. We have our board honorary chair here, the mayor, and all of the members of our executive committee to present to his lovely wife, Elizabeth, and her beloved son, Joseph. Would you come up and accept this award on behalf of Heat Up and Cool Down St. Louis? Michael, Mayor. Can I get you guys on this side, everybody on this side a little bit? Right there, right there. And then everybody come around the other side. Stay right here. Yeah, so we can see everybody. Follow Bill. Chief, get in closer.
Okay. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our 18th annual Ameren CoolDownSt.Louis.org SOS Save Our Seniors Summer Project Kickoff. I would like to thank everyone for coming out, including our dedicated Ameren volunteers and many of our community partners. My name is Tara Oglesby, and I am a proud, longtime member of the Executive Board of CoolDownSt.Louis.org and CoolDownMissouri.org. In my role as Ameren Missouri's Vice President of Economic, Community, and Business Development, I oversee our energy efficiency offerings, many of which are designed to benefit low-income eligible customers to help them save energy and money without sacrificing comfort. Since the launch of our first energy efficiency program in 2009, Ameren Missouri has invested more than $700 million in energy and cost-saving programs for its residential and business customers. These programs create opportunities for community partnerships, including hundreds of retailers and trade allies statewide. And now, I am proud to introduce a significant supporter of CoolDownSt.Louis.org and CoolDownMissouri.org. She is an innovator with solutions to help the citizens of St. Louis and her city neighbors. She is here today representing the entire regional leadership as our honorary board chair. I am proud to introduce the Honorable Tashara Jones, Mayor of the great city of St. Louis, to bring official greetings. Mayor Jones.
Hi, good morning. I can't think of a better way to start the week than to make sure that we highlight the important work of keeping our seniors and our city cool and safe this summer. We had a cool weekend and it's actually cool right now, but we know that higher temperatures are on the way. It's important to have a regional, solid, holistic approach, and Heat Up, Cool Down St. Louis plays a critical role in keeping our region safe during extreme weather. For more than 20 years, CoolDownSt.Louis.org has been a key regional leadership component of bringing organizations together with resources that significantly benefit the welfare of our public. We'd like to thank Ameren for their continued partnership, Cool Down's partners will deliver these to qualified seniors and the physically disabled so they can have a cooler, healthier, and safer summer as a result. Thank you to Cool Down's Saving Our Seniors Summer Program. Say that 5 times fast. Seniors susceptible to heat-related illnesses can keep their AC running this summer, and the SOS program will use available funds to reduce the cost of their energy bills. Thank you to all of our partners who are contributing to help families take care of their utilities this summer. We're also pleased to work with Cool Down St. Louis and Ameren to offer support for utility assistance. This will not only aid our seniors, but will also assist our low to moderate income neighbors who qualify. If you know someone who is in need of energy assistance, please go to cooldownstlouis.org for an application or call 314-241-0001. We're also encouraging donations of brand new energy-efficient air conditioners, and we will provide you a tax-deductible donation for that donation. I want to thank our Chair Emeritus and Treasurer, Reverend Earl E. Nance Jr., and all of our board members, Ameren officials and volunteers, St. Louis firefighters, the Department of Health, and the Urban League, and everyone else who comes together to make this project a success. Thank you to the more than 30 SOS partners, like I said, the Urban League, the Northeast Community Action Corporation, Community Action Agency of St. Louis County, Salvation Army, Society of St. Vincent de Paul, and others working alongside to help St. Louisans beat the heat this summer. Thank you all for coming. God bless, and remember to stay safe and check on your neighbors this summer. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Jones. And now I would like to introduce Missouri State Senator Carla May, co-chair of compliance for CoolDownSt.Louis.org and CoolDownMissouri.org, representing the state of Missouri. Senator.
Well, I would like to commend Ameren, Missouri and Cool Down St. Louis for their outstanding humanitarian gestures of pooling their resources and making sure that no one is left behind in the social society net, in our safety net. And in this still shaky economy where COVID and inflation have destroyed so many household incomes, from the working poor to the middle class, Cool Down and its consortium of partners always bring hope each summer. This summer, in addition to ACs for seniors and the physically disabled, I encourage all within my voice, and particularly St. Louis County, countywide, if you're struggling, just go to CoolDownSt.Louis.org to see if you qualify. And places throughout the St. Louis region where we do not have special grants, we depend on generous tax-deductible donations at CoolDownSt.Louis.org. Also, see if you qualify for utility assistance. It is all about neighbors helping neighbors at CoolDownSt.Louis.org and CoolDownMissouri.org. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Senator. Now we would like to introduce my boss and a strong supporter of Cool Down Missouri, Cool Down St.Louis.org, our chairman, president, and CEO of Ameren, Missouri, Mark Burke.
Thank you, Tara, and thanks everyone to everyone for being here today. As the mayor indicated, it's nice out now, but we do know that the weather will get hotter. And what I'd like to ask everyone is, when the heat gets to be a dangerous level, please ensure that you're running your air conditioners. Also, if you need help, and I think it's been said well by others, if you need help paying your bills, you can reach out to Ameren, or you can reach out to CoolDownSt.Louis.org. The other thing I'd like to do is Ameren's been involved in this for 18 years now, and I'd really like to thank our volunteers. None of this would happen without the people here today that volunteer each and every year, and I really do appreciate what you do. Today, Ameren, Missouri is giving out 800 air conditioners, and you know, we do this every year, and we recognize the benefit that it provides to our community. So again, thanks to our volunteers. We're also donating $100,000 to Cool Down St. Louis org and Cool Down Missouri org. And the other thing I would mention is, you know, and I think this has been mentioned also, but if you have someone that you live by or someone that's in need, please look out for them, look in on them to make sure that they're staying safe and make sure that they're not overheating in the summer. That's one of the toughest things. I know I have a father that lives by himself, and he's not very good at keeping the house cool. So please make sure you watch out for those that are in need. Again, thanks today for everyone being here, and just thank you.
Where would you like us, over here? Yes, ma'am. Okay.
So now I would like to introduce Fire Chief Dennis Jenkerson, Chair of the CoolDownMissouri.org Public Safety Committee and Chief of the St. Louis Fire Department, representing the Fire Chiefs Association of Greater St. Louis.
I won't touch that. Thank you very much. I've been a firefighter for 45 years, and during my time throughout the ranks, and now as Chief and Commissioner of the St. Louis City Fire Department, and Chairman of the CoolDownStLouis.org's Public Safety Committee for the bi-state area, I can attest that without exception, that this charity has saved lives and continues to save lives. 30 or 40 years ago, there were no consortiums of media, community agencies, first responders, and utility companies collaborating on behalf of the interest of the area's residents' public safety and health. This Ameren and CoolDownStLouis.org SOS program is a phenomenal public service instrument. Today, 800 donated Ameren energy-efficient air conditioners in the support of its energy assistance grant speaks volumes of the good corporate and social responsibility and our passion and commitment by CoolDownStLouis.org to help the most vulnerable avoid heat strokes and potential deaths this summer. Before we had this program, we would have a tremendous amount of deaths when the heat really came on in the city. We've almost eliminated it. The area fire chiefs can't express enough our deepest gratitude to the Ameren and CoolDownStLouis.org. And please, if we've already said before today a couple times, check on your neighbors. Reach out and touch them. Feel their skin. See how hot they are. The heat in St. Louis builds up with all the brick buildings we have, and it has a cumulative effect on our seniors. And they don't really understand how hot they've gotten. So with the air conditioners, the energy assistance, and all that's provided by Ameren, and especially all the volunteers we have here, and all of the people in the city that follow what we ask them to do, let's keep our heat-related deaths to 0 this year. Let's have a safe summer, and thank you, Ameren.
Thank you, Chief Jenkerson. Now I'd like to introduce an Ameren partner, Kayla Wasson, Operations Director for Northeast Community Action Corps and CoolDownStLouis.org board member. Kayla?
NECAC has been involved in the AmerenCoolDownMissouri.org AC giveaway since day one. Our service area includes 12 Missouri counties, including St. Charles, Warren, and Lincoln. We are proud to represent all the partnering agencies in outstate Missouri. We know that these valuable donated energy-efficient air conditioners are a godsend for many neighbors who have hit hard by inflation. Many are pinching the dollar each day to survive and would not have the funds to purchase one of these AC units in their homes. We also receive CoolDownSt.Louis.org and CoolDownMissouri.org utility funds to help supplement our federal funds. Or when an individual does not qualify for NECAC primary federal funds, Cool Down has been a strong safety net throughout the St. Louis region and throughout the state. No one does public education like Cool Down. Checking on elderly and disabled neighbors is the right thing to do. Making sure to keep the air on and avoid potential serious health issues is the right thing to do. Ameren gifts make it possible for many to be cool and safe each summer, and we are all grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. Now I'd like to introduce Michael P. McMillan, President and CEO of the Urban League of Metropolitan St. Louis and Executive Board Member of CoolDownSt.Louis.org. Michael?
Good morning. It is always a pleasure to be here at Ameren. I want to thank Mark and all of the team, and let us all give them a thunderous round of applause for their support and what they have done for Cool Down St. Louis. But I would also like to ask our founder, and the reason why we are here, Gentry Trotter, to please step forward. We want to acknowledge you, Gentry. We want to thank you. We want to say thank you on behalf of all of the not-for-profits that are here and all of the countless lives that you have touched. As I travel the country and I talk to other urban leagues, there is no other organization in this country like Heat Up, Cool Down St. Louis, and it is a success because of the hard work, the vision, the tenacity, and everything that you put into it. So please join me once again in thanking Gentry for his commitment to St. Louis. We thank you to our mayor and to our Senator Carla May, who is actually celebrating her birthday today and still wanted to be with us. We thank you for the leadership of our elected officials, and we thank you for the media support, because Gentry is the best person in the entire St. Louis region for getting out the media, as you all know. And because of his tenacity and his vision, you all have collaborated in a way that has saved countless lives. So on behalf of the Urban League and all of the other not-for-profits represented today, we thank you and we look forward to not only this year, but many, many years to come. God bless you.
Thank you, Michael, and thank you, Gentry, and happy birthday, Senator. Okay, so now we're going to start introducing our media partners. First, I'd like to introduce Chief Meteorologist Glenn Zimmerman and Meteorologist Chris Higgins from Fox 2.
Thank you, thank you. Looking around the room, I'm pretty sure this is not your first summer in St. Louis. Am I right there? Everybody's been here at least for one summer, so we know what's going to happen. And Chris and I have been watching these long-range computer trends, the models, showing that there is a potential for some pretty big heat to come our way here over the next couple of weeks. In fact, there could be some extreme temperatures across the plains. So that's something that we're monitoring here from a forecast standpoint. But when we see this kind of scenario taking shape, and it happens pretty much every summer, you start to get worried. But, you know, with an organization like this, obviously, the worry is much less because we know that the message is getting out that we're literally just helping other people. We help keep everybody safe, we help to keep the elderly cool during the summer, and we check on our neighbors. So it's really a great organization to be in, especially when we see some of these long-term trends coming our way with more big summertime heat. So hopefully we can keep everybody cool, and like the chief said, we can have 0 heat deaths this summer. Thank you.
Thank you. Now we'll move to Chief Meteorologist Steve Templeton and Meteorologist Leah Hill of KMOV Channel 4.
Thank you. Well, on behalf of meteorologist Leah Hill, the First Alert Weather Team, and KMOV Channel 4, we are just grateful to have Cool Down St. Louis in our community. It is a community effort. I mean, you look around the room and you're looking at volunteers, the National Weather Service, the media, city leaders, corporate leaders, community agencies. Gentry has brought all that together and all to save lives, and that is amazing. And so we're just happy to be part of the village because it does take a village. And we're happy to be part of that village and do our part. Thank you.
Thank you. Now I'd like to introduce Chief Meteorologist Scott Connell and Meteorologist Anthony Slaughter from KSDK Channel 5.
On behalf of Anthony, and Anthony, of course, grew up in St. Louis, so you know the heat. And we know how that is going to happen this summer. It's going to be here. As Glenn said, we're already tracking, what's to come. And we know the heat's definitely going to get here. Now, what you may not know about Cool Down St. Louis, and for that matter, Heat Up St. Louis, is that not only are they providing air conditioners today with this great gift from Ameren, not only do they get the donations and help with utility bills, but they will bring people who are very vulnerable together at some point for workshops to help them not only understand that, yeah, here's an air conditioner, and yeah, we're going to help you with your bill, but let's talk about budget billing. Let's talk about how we can help you improve the efficiency of your home, how we can make your home weatherproofed. And it's one of those things where it takes, well, you said it, it takes a village. It really does take a village. So you have all of these groups working so hard together to keep everybody safe, but taking it a step further and helping them continue to stay safe and be efficient in these times where inflation's getting us all and where, it's a challenge, especially for our seniors on their fixed income. Check on your neighbors. We always say that because we have to watch out for each other, and we're going to do that. And special thanks to Gentry and Cool Down St. Louis, Ameren for making these donations, and all the utility companies throughout the region that work together to make this kind of event happen and to keep people safe.
Thank you, Scott. So for our final speakers for today's event, we're pleased to have representatives from the National Weather Service in St. Louis for the first time join us. They work hand in glove with all of the excellent TV meteorologists that we've heard from today. Joining us, we have Ben Herzog and Jim Sieveking. Let's welcome them to the podium.
Thank you. On behalf of the National Weather Service in St. Louis, I want to thank everybody for having us here. It's great to have a federal partner involved in such a great organization. Our motto and our slogan and our mission is to protect life and property. And this is the protection of life and property. This is the ground roots. This is where it happens. We have all kinds of weather that happens in Missouri and in Illinois. We have tornadoes, winter storms, but the leading cause of fatalities still remains heat, and it's completely preventable. And it's because of the great work of this organization that we can have 0 fatalities this year. So thank you.